Hey, what's going on, guys? How are you, meatballs? Today, I'm going to be showing you everything about Numa. Literally everything, including the most elite tips and strategies. Timestamps for everything will be down below in the description, as well as each section will be titled in the YouTube chapters bar. Also, I will be putting these Easter eggs mostly in the order that you can complete them. For example, the Dark Aether Bunny Easter egg requires you to do most of the main Easter eggs, so I will be kind of intercepting, and you guys will understand it'll be very clear, very simple, so don't worry. But just know I kind of have it in that kind of order. Anyways, this video includes every Easter egg known within Numa to this point, which includes the Rampage Inducer Easter egg, bringing back fast-paced zombies action from Cold War zombies, the main Easter egg quest, and a great solo strategy to use, including the boss fight, the free WONDERWAFFE Easter egg, the Bunny Easter egg, which gives a free point and weapons drop plus a fire sale, the phone music Easter egg, and of course the Samantha statue music Easter egg for a free max ammo. I'm also going to be showing you how to make the game significantly faster in the earlier rounds when doing the Easter egg. For the most part, there's different strategies, but I'm going to be giving you a fair one that's easy to survive. I'm also going to be showing you all of the perk and crafting table locations, how to get more points generally, and just provide great tips, mainly for solo players of course, but it could apply to co-op games as well. Note that there may be more Easter eggs that are unsolved, and if so, a part 2 video will be made for this. Just check the description for all updates. Beginning of the game and general tips. My recommended class if you're doing the Easter egg is the Greasy Auto Shotgun. I run this every game literally, so just use whatever attachments you feel is best, as they really aren't the most important thing ever, despite what some people may tell you. Otherwise, I'd consider honestly just running the PPSH, as it's actually really dang good in the early game, rounds 1 to 15, especially if you're using the drum magazine. What I do want to say is that if you are doing the Easter egg, I would recommend using a shotgun in general, just because they deal a bunch of damage to the boss. Regardless of what you're doing, meaning Easter egg or high round, casual play, whatever it is, I highly recommend that you buy tier 1 of a couple of perks, including Jug, which is Fiendish Fortitude in this game, immediately. Open up to the dig site and kill until the second max ammo round. So don't buy much, just go right to the dig site and kill until the second max ammo round. And then of course, at that second max ammo round, at the beginning of it, not the end, kill the 3 Boomshire zombies in front of the Cypher box in the doctor's quarters on your second max ammo round. If you're doing the Easter egg, it's more important for you to do this. If not, then you may never have to do this, but you might as well just get it done then. Now, if you are doing the Easter egg, get your shotgun double pack munch before doing any of these Easter egg steps. So again, what I'd recommend is going to the dig site, getting a bunch of kills in that area. The rounds go pretty quickly, training up, it's pretty safe, you don't need many perks, if any at all, and just kill, get your shotgun double pack punched, and then pretty much from that point on, you can start to do the Easter egg steps, because it'll be like rounds 10 to 13. And again, for the most part, there are other strategies of course, but this is the easiest and safest way to make your game significantly faster because of all the spawns right around you in the dig site. If you die, you also won't lose any perk tiers, because obviously, like I said, I don't want you to buy too much, so you'll always retain, if you have any perks at all, like Fiendish Fortitude, you'll always retain at least a tier 1 version of it. And you also have the option to reset if you want to, because it could be harder on you mentally to reset after setting up for 45 minutes, an hour, because don't forget, self-reses, you only get one of them, and they're 3,000 salvage. So if you down, you're probably not getting a self-res ever again for the game, and you're risking yourself failing the Easter egg. So keep that in mind, and I definitely think that this is the way to go. Sure, you're more likely to down during the actual Easter egg steps, but if you can set up easily and then get yourself double pack munch gone, and then have a few extra points to buy perks before you start the Easter egg steps, I think that's a better plan and a more safer plan. And don't forget that almost all the Easter egg steps can be done essentially in 2 rounds once you have the WONDERWAFFE. So since we're going to be building it and not getting it out of the box, it just makes sense to do what I said. Now for the last part of the general tip section, get armor. It helps so damn much, and if you're doing the Easter egg, you only need tier 1 or 2 armor. Don't stress over tier 3. In fact, I would never get tier 3 when doing the Easter egg, just because you're wasting an extra, 2,000 or 3,000 salvage that you could just use to repair your tier 1 or 2 armor over and over and over again. So keep that in mind. Tier 1, tier 2 max armor, it's definitely needed, but don't go to tier 3, at least in my opinion, for the Easter egg. I'd also heavily like to encourage you guys to make sure you upgrade your field upgrades in the fishing hut exterior using the sacrificial hearts that you earn every 3 rounds. Also, once that is upgraded, you can go ahead and gain some covenants from the Altar of Covenants right outside the comm room. Moving on to the all perk location section. There will probably be raw gameplay on the screen sped up showing you guys all of the perk locations, but to summarize, there is a perk location in the fishing hut right past the flogger trap. There is a perk location in the comm room. There is a perk location in the doctor's quarters outside by the Cypher box. There is a location in the storage section where you build the WONDERWAFFE, and of course there is a perk location on the balcony stairs right outside of spawn, and that of course is always Fiendish Fortitude, which is Jug. All crafting station location. This map only has 2 crafting stations. One of them can be be found in the fishing hut, and the other one can be found in the dig site, the Rampage Inducer Easter egg. The Rampage Inducer was introduced in Cold War Zombies and basically just makes the zombies run at max speed, but they still do keep their same health scaling. For example, if you activate the Rampage Inducer on round 2, the zombies will still be very weak because they are just round 2 zombies running at max sprinting speed. Despite the same health scaling, this provides a great challenge to all zombies players, good or bad, because of the lack of adequate utilities to kill the zombies. The main purpose of this is not only to provide a challenge, but also to pass the rounds much more quickly. So, if you want to lift your game off the ground more quickly, I recommend using it for the first couple of rounds until maybe the first max ammo round, in which at that point I'd disable it, especially on solo, because it could get very, very hectic very quickly. Like I've done in round 3 so many times on solo, it's not even funny. Not that I was tryharding, but it's tough, so just keep that in mind. Anyways, in order to enable the Rampage Inducer, you have to shoot all 5 of these lanterns right outside the spawn windows in the order that you're seeing on your screen. It has to be in that order. Please note, you must only shoot a single bullet into the lanterns, otherwise you will have to start the first lantern again. When I was first doing this Easter egg, I was using the PPSH and spraying the first lantern. I kept seeing sparks. I couldn't understand why. Then I couldn't shoot the other lanterns, and it was just simply because you must only lay 1 bullet into each lantern for it to work. And with each successive lantern that you shoot, you'll see a yellow spark shooting out of it. If you don't see the yellow spark, then you either shot it incorrectly or shot the wrong one. Once you've shot all 5 in the correct order, interact with this runestone to either enable or disable Rampage Inducer for the rest of your game. To clarify, you will continually have the option to enable or disable it for the rest of your game. Your decision to enable or disable it is not retained permanently for the entirety of the game. Music Easter egg for max ammo. Go to the fishing hut and shoot these 4 pans hanging on the wall. You'll hear each one dong when you shoot it, and after shooting all 4, you'll hear a cue letting you know that you completed the first step. Simply make your way to the back area of the hut, stand on the stack of hay, and wait for the green mist to show up. You'll hear the Samantha statue spawn, which means that you can then go to the mini bridge right outside the fishing hut to shoot it. Every time the Samantha statue spawns, you'll hear the location that it's in, as well as see a green mist around it, so it's very hard to miss. Simply shoot the doll in 5 different locations on the mini bridge, and you'll hear the same special audio cue that you heard before after shooting the pan. Run back to the stack of hay in the back of the hut to pick up the statue and claim your max ammo. Phone music Easter egg. There are no rewards for this other than the actual Easter egg soul. Make your way to the comm room and interact with this phone right here. Doing so will activate the music Easter egg. This is the juicy one, the free WONDERWAFFE Easter egg. For the free WONDERWAFFE, pick up the barrel from the door behind the fishing hut and place it on the electric box in the water at the comm room exterior. At the beginning of the next round, stand in front of the box to start the defense. Once the defense starts, you can move around at your own discretion. Just try your best to kill the zombies around the box so that they don't destroy it. If they do, the barrel will fall on the floor. Just pick it up and place it back to start the defend again the following round. While defending the box, utilize any free equipment that may have dropped from zombies throughout the entirety of the game. Be careful, as it's extremely easy to down during this, believe it or not. I do recommend at least having Jug and a packed weapon. You don't have to defend it crazy well, to be honest with you, as it's kind of hard to fail, although I have failed it a couple of times. But if you have good stuff, because the times I failed it, I wasn't packed a bunch, didn't have any perks at all. If you have hard stuff, it's kind of hard to fail, but just try your best to nick off as many zombies as you can while ensuring you won't die. Really try to kill the zombies with the minigun because they're your biggest enemy. When the defend is done, retrieve the charge barrel from the electric box and then head into the comm room to pick up the electric fuse off the table right here and a charged vacuum tube from the radio. Next, head to the storage area of the map and activate the trap. It will turn off after a couple of seconds and or a couple of zombies killed, so just place the fuse in the trap that you just picked up from the comm room in order to fix it. Proceed to get zombie kills with the trap, and once you have enough kills, which you really don't need that many, but the fuse on the crafting station will begin to spark. Not only will you see it, but you'll actually hear it, so you'll know it's done via the audio. Now, if the trap goes off and it doesn't spark, just activate the trap again to get more kill, and then eventually it will begin to spark after enough kill. Now, for the third and final fuse and piece of the WONDERWAFFE, you must wait until a Zabala spawns in. This happens, at least at this point in time, at the earliest round 15. Once she spawns, get down to 1 or 2 zombies at the end of the round and stand in front of this Tesla coil in the excavation site. She will blast you with her red electricity. Dodge this so you don't die, of course, but this is just how you charge the coil. She needs to blast her electricity 3 times for the fuse on the table next to the coil to charge and be obtainable. Once she blasts it for the 3rd time, electricity will be overflowing out of the coil and charging the little fuse. As you can see, that allows you to pick up the fuse and build the WONDERWAFFE in the storage hut. Main Easter egg quest part 1. Keep in mind that the WONDERWAFFE is needed for the main Easter egg steps and boss fight. You can choose to hit the box for it after round 10 or just build it, which can be done by round 15. Either way, the first thing you need to do is have 3 Boom Trier zombies explode in front of this cipher box in the doctor's doctor's quarters. Next, pick up 3 total Cypher wheels, 1 from on this table in the dig site right across from Pack-a-Punch, 1 from right here in the very back of the doctor's quarters, and 1 from right here in the dormitory in the main hut. Place the 3 Cypher wheels on the Cypher box in the doctor's quarters where you had the 3 Boom Trier zombies explode in front of, and you'll be able to move on. Next, use this cheat sheet on your screen now to translate the symbols in the following locations. I number them because it makes it easier for me to remember. In the dig site, atop this crafting station will be 1 symbol. In the comm room, another symbol can be found here. And in the excavation room in the main hut, a symbol can be found right here on this table after shooting these pages. Again, use the cheat sheet provided to translate the symbols in the map to the symbols that appear on the Cypher wheel. Simply interact with the Cypher wheel, no zombies will hit you when doing so don't worry, and input the translated symbols. In my game, I had symbols 12, 13, and 2. I see what they're equal to on the cheat sheet, match up those equivalents in the Cypher wheel, and boom. You won't be able to interact with the wheel anymore, and you'll see red symbols pop out of it if done correctly. Also, you notice that these stones around the lake by the Cypher wheel, depending on how many players are in your game, will begin to glow. At this point, the WONDERWAFFE is needed. Once ready, have each person stand in front of each glowing stone and interact with it at the same time. Please note that I highly recommend the person with the WONDERWAFFE has quick reload perk and an ether shroud ready just in case stuff gets hairy, because the WONDERWAFFE reloads very slowly and the zombies come at you very quickly, so it is very easy to down, especially if you're doing this for the first time. Anyways, you'll now be in a mini lockdown. Have the person with the WONDERWAFFE stand in the middle area by the Cypher box. You notice that some of the regular zombies spawning in are glowing blue. The person with the WONDERWAFFE has to shoot these blue zombies with the WONDERWAFFE in close proximity to the Cypher box, preferably right on the pile of dirt that it's on. If a glowing blue zombie killed by the WONDERWAFFE dies close enough to the Cypher box, the blue charge is collected into it. Repeat this for the entirety of the lockdown, collecting as many zombies charge as you can. If you succeed in killing enough blue zombies, you'll go into a mini in-game story sequence in which no zombies will spawn. If you fail, no big deal, try this ritual again the next round. Once that mini story orb sequence completes, head on out to the Flogger trap and activate it once the zombies start spawning in. Crouch under it to have zombies chase you and of course inevitably get killed by the trap as a result. I recommend crouching right here in this corner as there are less spawns and less of a chance of you getting hit. After the trap is finished, head to this fountain right in front of it and drink to enter zombie blood. Note that you will not be invisible in this version of zombie blood, rather this version allows you to see more secret items, which is even used for some other side Easter egg, the Dark Ether Bunny Easter egg. Now for the sake of avoiding repetitiveness, I will be explaining super fast how to do the Dark Ether Bunny Easter egg for free weapons, points, and fire sale drops. Skip this part if you wish by fast forwarding to the main Easter egg part 2 section of the video. In order to complete this Easter egg, you must obtain 3 bunny parts while in zombie blood. The first part is found over here by the fishing hut exterior. The second part can be found on the zipline cart right here. Just activate at the back of the doctor's quarters and pick up the piece. The final part is a little tricky as you must move the mystery box while in zombie blood in order for the rabbit's head to fall off. I'd recommend hitting the box 4 times from the start and then making sure you have enough points to hit it an additional 4 times. At this point, you can drink zombie blood and hit the box until it moves, and then once it does, the head will drop out of the bunny for you to pick up. If you need to, you can always go back to the trap to get more kills to fill up the blood for more zombie blood. There's no rush. Once again, just make sure that you are doing all of this while in zombie blood. If you go out of zombie blood at any point, you will not be able to obtain any of the parts I just explained for the Dark Ether Bunny Easter egg, but enjoy your reward. Main Easter egg part 2. The main Easter egg and Dark Ether Bunny Easter egg steps overlap, but now that that's done, let's return to the main quest. Go into the zombie blood and now inside of the main hut, find a red glowing orb and shoot it and or interact with it and it will begin to move. Follow the orb to its final destination while still in zombie blood and pick up the item it drops. Note that you may have to go back into zombie blood multiple times if you take a little longer, and this is fine. If you need to refill the fountain with blood, simply repeat the trap step to get more kills. Once you've acquired your first item from the red orb, head over to the dig site and place it down on this pedestal. Next, you're going to need to go into zombie blood again to find another orb which will give you another piece. This orb's location does change from the game to game, but the beautiful part is that after entering zombie blood, you can just check the map. The map will mark an X where your orb is. Simply head to the area of your orb and listen for it. Once spotted, simply shoot the part glowing in the orb and down it will come for you to pick up. Please note that this could be a little buggy and the orb and part may not always show up right away, so if you're positive that you're in the right spot and hear the orb, you can just try shooting around the room to make the part full. Note that some of the areas have multiple levels, so you may have to check, for example in the hut, the upper level, which is typically where it usually spawns in the hut if it spawns there. That's the main hut, of course. Spawn. You may also just need to re-enter zombie blood for it to appear because like I said, there are quite a few bugs in the map right now. Also, there's a bug with zombie blood which makes you really slow if you use Aether Shroud while actually in it, because once again, in this version of Zombie Blood, you're not invisible. To fix it, simply activate Shroud when Zombie Blood wears off and you'll be good. Anyways, take the part that dropped from your second orb and place it right down on the same pedestal that you placed your first part. Again, have all players interact with one of the stones around the central pedestal. This step activates just like the lockdown from before, but this actually isn't a lockdown. Rather, you'll see orbs, blue orbs, shoot into the sky and away. Have each player follow their orb into the general direction in which the orb shot away and track it down. It's really not that hard, but on your screen, you're actually seeing all the locations for all the orbs, so you're good to go. The orb will be pretty loud, so it'll be hard to miss regardless. Simply shoot it once you find it, and then it'll shoot to another location nearby. Shoot that again. It'll shoot to another location nearby again, and then shoot it one last time for it to return back to the dig site. Just note that all players must do this within the same general period of time. If failed, you'll just have to do it over again. No need to wait until the next round, but you do have to be a little spiffy with it. You got to be a little quick, and you will know that you did do it right if you hear the quote. Plus, when you go to the stones to interact with them like earlier, they'll now ask you to summon Echo. Do not do this yet because this is the boss fight, so you're going to only have all players interact with the stone only if they are ready for the boss fight. Now would be a good time to grab some covenants if you wish. They're not needed though, as well as full armor. Well, like I said before earlier in the tip section, tier 1, max tier 2 armor for the Easter egg, and then get your perks. The boss fight is not extremely hard because you're just in the dig site, but you have to be ready to some capacity, of course. So once you're ready, once you're confident, you can start the boss fight by once again having all players interact with separate glowing stones in that dig site. For the first wave of the boss fight, stand near the central pedestal and kill all blue zombies like you did earlier with the CYPHER box. You aren't on any amount of time for this, you aren't timed, so just take your time and kill the blue zombies near the central pedestal, and once you have enough charge, a bubble will spawn in the area. The boss is now capable of being damaged. Spray her at first. Shotguns do the best damage it seems, and when she can't move anymore and has her head slumped over kind of, just walk up and lay bullets into this bitch's head. If you did enough damage, you'll get 4 drops. If not, you'll know because you'll just get a max ammo. No big deal. Repeat the same step again until you destroy her enough to move on to the next wave and get the 4 drops. The first wave consisted of killing blue glowing regular zombies. The second wave is similar, but instead you have to kill blue glowing boom triers with the WONDERWAFFE. Get enough charge and the bubble will spawn like last time. Same deal, lay enough bullets into the boss for her to go kind of like limp, and then go to town on her head. If complete, you'll get 4 drops and you can move on to the final phase. If you happen to fail, once again, you have to just repeat the same round by killing the glowing blue boom trier. The final phase is of course the same concept once again as the previous 2. However, this time you must kill the blue glowing mini gun zombies with the WONDERWAFFE in close proximity to the pedestal. These zombies may be hard to get towards the central area, so just kind of hide from them to get them to go towards it. And once they're close enough, shoot them, kill them, and the charge will go into the pedestal. And of course, once you've gotten enough charge, repeat the process of killing the boss again, laying bullets into her head, and a cutscene will play. Bing bada boom. After the cutscene, you'll get a ton of rewards, including a free ray gun, guaranteed I believe every single time. And there you go, Easter egg done. And as I said earlier guys, that is it for the Easter eggs to this point in time. There more than likely is going to be at least one more Easter egg within Numa that we did not find. Apparently it'll probably be a bigger one if the bone Easter egg is not cut, or at least there's speculation about a bone Easter egg, but at this point in time, this is all the Easter eggs found, and if there are any more Easter eggs, whether significant or insignificant, I will make a part 2 follow-up video for this video. If you did enjoy the video and you do appreciate the effort, please drop the video a thumbs up, as well as you make sure you are subscribed to the channel for more extremely elite Call of Duty Zombies content like this. I will keep you guys updated on the channel for more Call of Duty Zombies rumors, leaks, news, the most elite guides on YouTube, fun videos, live streams over on Twitch at twitch.tv/joemat123, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care of your meatballs.
I've been wishing for some better days. Could you listen? No, why can you stay? I write love songs for a day.